Stop. Go back. These people, what are they doing? Don't they know? These people are about to beat their bodies like they've been pounded with rocks. What kind of person does that?
I feel good. I feel really good. 7-8 kilometers. How could that be so hard? Oh, for f***'s sake.
You got it, Joey.
So I went to Paris to run in the Ecotrail, a series of trail runs starting in the west and finishing at the Eiffel Tower. Paris, city of romance. I said Paris, city of romance. Paris, city of... Oh, come on! Everybody in Paris was busily engaged in the frank exchange of opinions. But who wants political dialogue or domestic waste management? I wanted to do Paris things. Now, obviously, there are two things you must see if you visit Paris. And the first is the Museum of Relief Maps. Look, it's the Chateau d'If, the perfect place to be if your life plan is to impersonate a dead body in a sack, be thrown into the sea, and then come back as a mysterious Italian count. And for the other thing, well, nothing cries out that you're in France more than the American film Inception and its imaginary bridge. It's such a bridge! Oh yeah, there's also art, Notre Dame, art, food, museums, art, food, romantically strolling past Montmartre, and art. Oh yes, about the race. I didn't come to Paris for romance and culture. I came here to run long distances in the rain, to take part in a 45-kilometer trail event from the Palace of Versailles to the Eiffel Tower, through hills and suburban woods. It was going to be great. The event was organized by Ecotrail, who did a really great job. All that I had to do was pack my equipment, get up, and go to Versailles for the start of the race. So, it's the morning of the race. I'm setting off early. I just have to get myself to Versailles. The train we were supposed to take, REC, is on strike today. I've arrived in Versailles. It's a beautiful sunny morning. Very unexpected, completely different to the forecast, but I'm very happy to see it. I hope it lasts. It was a beautiful morning. For most normal people, a day like this would be for family activities, or having a picnic, going to a fine cafe, or spending time with the one you love. But not us. We were here to put on tight clothing and have a good time. Move your body! Rock this body! The elite runners, the good runners are all lined up, all ready to go. As I am a very non-elite runner, I have to wait. I should wait for a long time to let all the good runners go ahead of me and not get in their way. And then I can take my time.
Ambiance Versailles, ambiance! C'est la fête, vous y êtes, vous êtes préparés pendant les... Ah, c'est mieux. Est-ce que dans cette vague, j'ai plus de filles que de garçons? Les filles, faites du bruit. Il y a des garçons, ils font... 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, partez! C'est parti! Bonne aventure, on se salue, on se dit à tout à l'heure les amis, j'aurai le plaisir de vous retrouver au Pont Guénard. Prenez du plaisir, prenez soin de vous.
And rough. And I already don't know where we're going. pack, the slow pack, is already pulling away from me. Everybody else must have a much better plan than I do. The embarrassment of talking on camera is still very present though. We ran all the way around Versailles, the lakes, right back to where we started from, and I am in the last 20% or even 10% of this field.
Allez, monsieur caméra.
Having done a circuit of the lakes, it was now time to leave Versailles, where we would be treated to a view of the palace from a nearby hill.
Look at that. I feel good. I feel really good. I'm way down the back of the field now. There's like probably no more than 20 or 30 people behind me out of 2,000. And we walk the hills. We walk the hills. 10 kilometers in. Just over 1 hour and 5 minutes. So very much on plan, as I expected from the 2,000 people I started with. I can see about 5. And at this point, it starts getting very easy to lose the trail because you don't have so many people to follow. And if you are following someone and they go wrong, you go wrong too.
The organizers had spent a lot of effort carefully marking our trails with orange flags and orange chalk marks. But sometimes I spend far too much time staring at my own feet, and I can very easily go the wrong way.
Ooh, I love this type of trail. This narrow mud trail. This, for me, is trail running. This is where it's at its best. I really have to restrain myself from not running too fast now because I enjoy this so much. Bonjour.
Having left the flat ground of Versailles behind, we are now in a hilly, wooded area, the forest of Versailles. We were sometimes close to some urban areas, but managed to almost always avoid them.
Okay, 15 kilometers in, 1/3 of the race. I feel fantastic. It's a beautiful trail. It's amazing. We're in the suburbs of a major world city, but we've been almost always on mud paths the whole time. It's been really great. Oh my God. Wow. That was a mistake. Parisian hotel water. It tastes like a swimming pool. And now it's just me. I can see one person. For the first 10 kilometers or so, it was fairly hard surfaces to the extent that I thought, actually I should have run this in road shoes. It would have been much easier on my feet, but actually now, in kilometers, and in the last 5 kilometers, it's been a lot of soft mud, and I'm very happy to have my trail shoes on. We had a few hours of rain yesterday. That's probably softened things up a lot, but still, I think trail shoes are the best choice after all. Proceed.
We continued through the woods and hills to the west of Paris. After 3 hours, I had used up most of my water, but I knew that at 26 kilometers there would be an aid station where I could refill and maybe grab a little bit to eat.
Just over halfway. Rain finally got here. I'm not sure if it's worth putting my raincoat on yet. Yay. First aid station. Oh. Short stop. I refilled my Tailwind in both bottles. Had a couple of salty biscuits and an orange and a little bit of water. And off I go.
As might be expected in an urban trail, there were several road crossings, but the organisers had done a great job in assembling enough marshals to make sure that I never had to hesitate in crossing a road.
Big mistake. "30 kilometers, 2/3 of the way. How do I feel? Fine. Yeah, my legs are stiff. The day has cooled down quite a lot. There have been a lot of hills in this middle section of the course. Small hills, no more than 30 meters climb, but they add up. I'm on one right now. It started to rain, so I put on my coat, which of course stopped the rain. So that was my contribution to the other runners. Coming up to the second aid station at 35 kilometers. Legs are stiffening up. And another hill.
After another 10 kilometers through the woods, we got to the Park of St. Cloud and on a hill above the city, the second aid station. Now all we had to do was follow the river back to the Eiffel Tower.
Second aid station.
Son parcours 80 km. 30 minutes environ avant l'arrivée de la tête de course. Bienvenue à vous qui nous rejoignez sur le 45 km.
About 8 kilometers back into the city and the finish, where I will eat and drink everything that they have. I hope. And here we are at the Seine. Flat, easy run. 7-8 kilometers. How could that be so hard?
Although I had hoped for a nice flat river run, there were lots of steps up and down, which began to really hammer my legs, making it harder to run.
About 5 kilometers left to go. I'm still scout running a few hundred meters, then walking for 100 meters, sipping at my tailwind, hoping to get enough electrolytes out of it to keep my legs from cramping. Dear me. Yay! Finally get to see the Eiffel Tower. Only another 5 kilometers to go. Perfect. Last 1,500 meters. Legs are killing me now, really cramping up. Just need to hold it together for 6 or 7 more minutes. Have to run across the finish line. I have my pride. I could do with there being no more steps. Oh my god. More steps, of course there are more steps. Of course there are more steps. If we're going down here, I guess that means we're going to go back up again. Okay, last 100 meters. Just have to go there. A green sign. That's it. Oh. This is fun. It has been a beautiful day. Last 8 kilometers were a struggle. It's a pity my preparation wasn't enough, but it's still worth it. Oh, you son of a bitch. Can you carry me up here? Sake.
Et on filme son arrivée, t'as raison de kiffer. Allez John, let's reach the finish line. Oh, que ça tire dans les pattes, Evelyne, mais on sait qu'on a fini. Dernière virage et dernière ligne droite, profite de ton moment. Allez, 55 km sont derrière, tu le sais.
And so I made it to the end. I felt that I had underestimated the cumulative effect that all of the small hills would have on my legs. But overall, I was happy with my position, 1,100 and something. And there was nothing left to do except observe that great post-race tradition of going to a restaurant on a boat with a swimming pool down the middle that served purple drinks.